Oh my God.
Brother, I am truly zoinked.
I am zoinked beyond my own belief.
Oh my God.
Thank you for blessing me. This body of Christ that popped into my mouth.
Yeah, it is kind of like a body of Christ situation.
Imagine if they gave those out.
Oh my God. I go to church every week.
I'd go out after and probably party.
You have to start the mass with that, though. You can't save that for the end.
I feel so holy right now. This is great. Yeah, start the mass.
You guys are levitating, eh?
Yeah. And if you don't come early, you don't get the zoink.
I think that's how cults work. They get you all gacked up on some kind of drug, and then they tell you they're preaching, and you're like, "Wow, this stuff sounds great."
I don't think I could listen.
High.
I don't think I could listen to that boring priest though, all zoinked up. I'd be like, "Give me the mic. I got something to say."
I insist you do this.
Yeah. I say, everyone, get out of here. This whole thing's a sham. Let's go to the bar across the street. Who's with me? I get dragged out of there by some old guy who collects the money.
Beats you over the head with the basket.
The basket. The wicker basket.
Welcome to the Portugal Corner, the podcast where we talk about all things Portuguese soccer, the good, the bad, and the funny. This is episode 167. I am Evan.
Patrick.
Justin.
Zoinked, Chris.
Hey, what's happening?
Do people know what we call zoinkers?
If they follow the lore, yeah, I think they do know that you're taking nicotine pouches.
Not pouch, yeah.
Nicotine pouches.
Cool, we're promoting these things.
Well, we don't want to say a brand name or what we have. Sometimes we have French zoinkers that we got in Paris. Sometimes we have these zoinkers that Chris gets at the gas station.
It's good we have our own little name for it.
No, you can't get them in the gas station anymore. You have to go to a pharmacy. And then when you ask for them, they go like, "Have you used these before? Do you know how to use these? Have you followed the directions?" And I go like, "Yeah, pop them in my mouth. I get fucking crazy."
Yeah, I have a nicotine addiction.
I'm like, just let me fucking give you money and give me my zoinkers.
Would you rather me smoke cigarettes?
Yeah,
and throw in those blue pills too while you're at it.
Those little triangle blue pills.
All right, it's the holiday season. Everyone's good.
Yeah.
Santa was nice.
Yeah. My body's kind of limping into this holiday season. This wine is going down pretty hard. You think you know? You think your body knows? Like, okay, new year, new start. This has been all the drinking accumulated from the year has been adding up, and now, it just restarts automatically on the first, right?
Yeah, of course. Yeah,
I think so.
I've been drinking pretty hard lately too. Maybe I should do the dry January.
Nah.
At least not on Mondays.
Not on a Monday.
Nah.
Every time I think about stopping drinking for a while, I'm like, well, the podcast is coming. I can't stop drinking on the podcast.
Well, you can make an exception for Mondays.
Yeah.
But then once you make an exception for Monday,
It's a spiral.
It slips.
That's how it
Then
goes.
you're like, oh, I want to go out for this nice dinner. And you're like, what? I'm not going to have.
Well, you're like, I just had a drink on Monday. Well, I'll just have another drink now.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and then you go out with your friends and you're like drinking non-alcoholic beers. What the hell?
Nah. Weird.
But if you do that, enjoy doing that.
And all the power to you. I have a lot of respect for anyone.
Great. You don't have a problem like us.
Yeah.
Holiday season, some clubs were doing hospital visits. Before the Lisbon Derby, Thomas Arujo and Eduardo Quaresma went to the hospital. This
Beautiful.
picture was all over the internet, and I really honestly thought it was AI making fun of Porto.
Oh.
There's the one sick kid in the Porto jersey. I'm like, are they coming for us?
I thought it was a beautiful thing.
It's just a moment of unity where, none of these jerseys matter. That's what they're telling you.
Yeah.
We're all together.
The divisions are superficial. It's just what you're wearing.
But let's make sure everyone's wearing it at the hospital visit.
Of course. You must know. And then that's the problem with the AI. That's what it's taken. That's what the path it's taking us down. You can't even look at a wholesome picture like this and not think, is this fake?
Yeah.
I don't trust it.
We watched a crazy AI video before this with Donald Trump drinking wine
And
out of the bottle.
He was smoking cigarettes and hanging out with the Mandem in London.
Yeah.
That's what it mostly is, though.
Yeah.
A lot of Donald Trump stuff.
Yeah.
Hillary Clinton was there, too.
That's all I could think of.
It's blurring.
It doesn't think of anything smart yet. Just really dumb stuff.
Yeah. Sometimes I see it and it looks like Al.
Hey, Al. What's Al cooking?
Oh, yeah. Al.
Think about that, too. There was the Saudi Awards, the Globe Awards. Ronaldo went off. He had like a whole panel. They gave him a bunch of speaking time for him to get his opinions out into the world.
There's too many moments where they give this guy a mic and they're like, just say whatever the hell you want. And he's like, yeah, I will.
Thank you. You did need to hear this, actually.
And he's at the point of his life where he just wants to talk shit, sort of.
Yeah. It's like, you know what? Vinny should have won the Ballon d'Or. This thing was rigged.
Yeah.
So yeah, he said that, and I guess just taking shots at the Ballon d'Or winners as they've been selected the last couple years. It's been fishy.
And there's this new Ballon d'Or in Saudi where he wins it every year. So that's why he loves it.
And he says this is the most fair Ballon d'Or I've ever seen in my life.
That was part of his contract, actually. Like, I'll come play here, but I better win something every single year.
Oh, part of his contract is that he legitimizes the Saudi state and all their awards and all their World Cup aspirations.
That's too big for my head right now. I can't even think about all that stuff.
Hey, he got them the World Cup. Well, he didn't get them the World Cup. That's ridiculous to say, but he might switch. He might play for them in the 2030 World Cup. Hopefully, he plays for them, not us, in 2030.
Yeah, do us a favor.
Yeah, there'll be no rules in that World Cup. You can play for Saudi.
Yeah.
He also took some time to say he's not interested in coaching. He doesn't want to do anything coaching, but he says he might own a club someday.
I could see that.
Yeah.
That's kind of disappointing.
Do we need him on the sidelines?
No, Wayne Gretzky wasn't a good coach. When he did, did he ever try and coach?
He coached the Coyotes. Yeah.
Oh yeah. And it didn't work out.
But isn't he like a part owner of the Coyotes?
Yeah, I think
Gretzky?
he was.
He is, right?
Yeah.
I think when you're that great a player, it's really tough to coach. Unless you're like Maradona and you're like just like a attitude guy. He kind of coached.
That was fun when he was coaching. Yeah.
Yeah, we watched that TV series of Mexico when he coached. But,
Coach Argentina too.
But he's also like, would he have done that if he didn't have money problems? Probably not. You know.
A bunch of stuff came up about him buying Manchester. I was like, he's not gonna buy Manchester United. You know how expensive that is. He's probably got the money, but like,
he bought an island for fun.
yeah.
He could buy a club for fun.
He doesn't have billions yet. He's got like he's probably pushing couple or like the high 100 millions maybe after the Saudi contract, but he doesn't have billions, and you need billions to buy Manchester United.
He might have billions in some sort of offshore account situation. It's tied up in assets, probably.
Probably.
Well, I think he didn't pay taxes in Spain, so he's got that money.
Right.
He might be able to buy like 40% of Sporting.
I think he's thinking of like Manchester United. Yeah, I like partial owner there and something.
Yeah.
You can always buy pieces.
Yeah.
That's true.
I think he's just gonna own a Saudi team.
Oh yeah, that's what Beckham was gifted, right?
Yeah.
He was gifted the Miami. Maybe he'll do the same for Saudi.
Or could buy Nacional.
Whoa.
Hey, bring them back to their glory.
Get rid of the fog over there.
He's gonna solve the fog problem.
By big ass fans.
Yeah.
All right. I don't know.
Oh, I like how in the Globe Soccer Awards there's an award for best agent, and George Mendes wins every year.
Yeah.
Why? What kind of award is that? Why?
Who else would get it?
Yeah, exactly. No one else would get it. But why?
Name one other agent on this planet now.
There was the other guy that Ibrahimovic had. I forgot
No,
what
he
his
died.
name was. That guy died?
Italian
Yeah,
guy?
ravioli. I don't remember his
Double
name.
ravioli.
Yeah, he was like he wasn't Swedish, was he?
He was a fat slob. Is that what you're
No,
gonna say?
he was Italian. Yeah.
Yeah, he was.
He ate too much pasta.
Yeah, well, that's how George Mendes made it seem, I think. If you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Mino Raiola.
Yeah, Italian. Yeah, and then there's did you see what's his face? Icardi. He's going through a divorce with his wife agent.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's always a disaster with that lady. That Wanda lady.
The wife agent.
Yeah, she was bonking everyone.
Oh, is Icardi the guy who he stole someone's wife?
Yeah,
or
she was
something?
dating Philip Mexes, and then she left him for Icardi, and then apparently she's boinking someone else on Inter.
Of course, you can't get a girl that leaves another man.
Yeah.
She's going to do that to you, too.
Yeah.
That never
a
works
pattern.
out for anybody.
No loyalty.
Yeah.
All right, to the footy. Big game. The Lisbon Derby. Rui Borges does the unthinkable and guides Sporting to a win in the Alvalade against rivals Benfica. 1-0.
Unthinkable for you. You said play for a draw.
Well,
I'm just
no one thought this fool was going to win this game, okay?
I suggested he should go for the win. We all said go for the win. Why would you not go for the win?
Of course he's going to go for the fucking win.
And he did.
Yeah. Jenny with a goal. Kind of similar. Didn't he score one on you guys like that last time you guys met up? Did Jenny get the best of you?
Possibly. Wow, Jenny's got a gun.
Jenny's got a gun.
I love you, Jenny.
So they start pretty strong. That whole first half, actually, Sporting looked like they were on fire. Manager bounced back. Maybe they just threw it all into that first 45. And they're going to collapse still. Who knows? Anything can happen.
looked really good. They looked really good when they came out. They pretty much dominated the entire first half. They look like the old Sporting.
They had purpose again.
Yep.
Yeah, they played with purpose. That can be very true.
And what does it say about João Pereira? He's just a bum. He's just nobody respected this guy.
I don't know what he did to mess their whole shit up, but I think it was just like maybe they needed an in-between guy because they were so hurt by like the Ruben thing. Maybe if Rui Borges came in right after Ruben Amorim, they would have felt the same kind of let off. But the timing was right to switch men there.
It was good timing, yeah. They got the manager bump.
Yeah.
And this guy, he's got swag, man.
Yeah.
Vest, hoodie.
He's very like millennial stockbroker or Bay Street kind of with the little puffer vest.
Yeah.
So that's kind of style he's bringing into.
But
this.
he's wearing blue, which is kind of questionable.
Yeah,
Well, you can't question if it works.
it's kind of like a dark navy enough blue. I'm sure if they were playing Porto, he wouldn't wear blue. Maybe he'd go for like black or something because Sporting is very kind of black-driven home jersey now. But
Yep. Some nice shouts. Eduardo Quaresma had a fucking fantastic game.
really good game.
Everyone's saying he's the Maldini in big games. He comes out.
Yeah.
So yeah, kudos to him.
He's good. I always rated him, yeah.
Yeah. Gyökeres got some nice shots on net, some nice drives up the field. He got the assist on the goal. And Jenny in that second half, just running up the field, 4 guys with him, 2 Benfica players, and he just decides to do nothing and botch the chance.
He had so many options.
Yeah.
And then he like took too long, and then 2 Benfica defenders went on him, and he took this like stupid shot.
Yeah, Thomas Araujo was kind of like playing for the pass to he was covering Gyökeres.
Yeah.
And then he saw like he's not looking up.
He doesn't know what he's doing.
He's not passing to Gyökeres. Then they converged on him.
Yep.
And the other pass right there to Harder seemed like the easier one.
Yeah.
You pass it to Harder through. That's a goal there.
Yeah, and there was another guy on the other side that was open, and I thought even Gyökeres was making a run. You could have sent him in. He's very physical. He could have bodied Araujo.
You got 2 guys that practice going in on goal all the time. That's all they do. That's all they want to do. That's what they're born to do, and he didn't send either of them.
Freaking idiot.
And I thought like after that moment,
Yeah.
we had them like, and we were putting a lot of pressure on, but no final product because we have no striker.
Yeah. It was tough.
Going in, did you guys think you had this in the bag, or it was going to be difficult?
I always thought it would be difficult, of course.
But going in, we were playing. We weren't playing too well, but we were on a pretty good win streak, except for the tie.
Going in,
Yeah.
I thought I liked the Mdouni up front. I thought that would give us more options.
I like
And-
Mdouni off the bench though, and then
Yeah.
we were putting Pavlidis off the bench, and that didn't really work.
I feel like it took too long to get like a striker out there especially once you guys were behind. It was like, bro, like
Well, Mdouni was the striker, and he did create a lot of chances. I think that the whole play was not good enough. I mean, they're just like they got beat by a better team again. Like I said last year, that's what happened to us each time last year. But and I'm not saying bring Schmidt back, of course. I'm never gonna say that. We got rid of him at the right time.
That'd be funny if you were
We
calling
had
for
to.
Schmidt back, and you were still a Schmidt guy.
That'd be hilarious.
That'd be funny.
No, but I think that when we went up head to head against Sporting last year, we played better in those games that we lost than this game that we lost. This game, I thought like we played like shit.
I
They
don't know,
could get
second
anything
half,
going.
Second half, you guys really turned it around. Once Barreto came in.
But it's
Florentino was playing against us in the first half. He was not playing well, and it was a good sub to do halftime Barrero, and it was much better with Barrero.
yeah, a lot of the guys just didn't perform well, and I think it comes down to just plain like fact that like Sporting has a better team than us.
Yeah.
And they matched up better.
I feel like around like the 55th, 60th minute, get someone out there and put in either Pavlidis or Cabral and move Mdouni back. Do something with that. But like
Yeah.
you needed like a striker, like someone that is like a center forward.
But what does it matter? Because you put on Pavlidis and you put on Artur Cabral, and they never look like they're going to score either.
No, and they were on at the same time
And
at
then
the end.
Pavlidis gets a chance. He just watches the ball. If it's not like right into his foot, he doesn't like go attack the ball and like try and score it. It's just like, oh, it's not there. I don't know.
Yeah, or he fumbles it when he gets it.
Or he fumbles it when he gets it. And then, you got Beshte coming in off the bench, and you're like, this guy, he's all right, but he can't do much.
I didn't like him.
He's
he gave the ball
limited.
away a couple times.
There's very like, and then let's go back to who started. Artur Koglu did not have a good game. He deserved to get subbed out. Sometimes Artur Koglu does these really good like flicks and stuff, but there's one that went to no one. And then I realized, I don't think he ever knows if there's someone there or not. He just kind of gets lucky. And then Kokshu played like shit. I can't believe. What does he do on this team?
I've seen him play well. I've seen him ball, but I didn't notice him at all in this game. He barely did anything.
It's like make your presence known. You're number 10. You're the top player in the Eredivisie, I thought.
He had one moment where he was like outside the box and he went for the shot and it was not that great.
I said, fuck it. Yeah, take the shot.
No, that's fine. Take the shot at that point.
He can stonk. He can shoot. He did a free kick too that was on target. It was saved by Israel.
But you're saying his confidence was lacking. You guys weren't feeling.
I'm saying in any kind of build-up play or any kind of when the ball was not dead. I'm saying like what is he doing? What is he bringing? What is he taking control of the game? Florentino, bad game. Okay. Arsenis, similar thing. You know, you're never that impressed with Arsenis. But
He's not that creative. He's just like a fucking utility guy.
Yeah,
he's midfield.
short
does
pass,
his job.
keep possession. Sometimes he'll make something good happen, but I can't kill him. Actually, he's had some good games on the wing and stuff, and he will show up. But I think in this game, where Sporting is just like too good of a team, that's easy for them to like stop an Arsenis. To stop an Arsenis is not very hard. You know what I mean? Di Maria, okay, he played all right, but Zeki, I think, should have stayed on Artur Koglu and then take out Kokshu. That's what I would have done. But none of the guys played well. And then just coming off the bench, Leandro Barrera had a good game. He was actually he was actually trying to do something, you know?
Mm. There were some moments where they like crossed to him and he tried to do headers, but he's not a header guy really.
No, but he tried.
And he's like falling down and stuff.
He tried. But I think, just got beat by a better team. What I think we're missing is what had those games last year that I was so impressed by and was like, okay, I'm okay if we lose this game. Whereas this week, I'm not okay that we lost this game because they played like shit. Was like, you have a guy like João Neves, who we never should have sold, picking up the ball, winning balls, creating things, moving
driving the ball.
We don't have a player like that in this midfield this year, and that's why this midfield is shit. They didn't replace him. They were supposed to replace him with Ronaldo Sanchez. Found out he can't play anymore. That sucks. But
Is he up for the season? No.
he's just always hurt.
Yeah.
When he comes back, he's gonna get hurt again.
Yeah, and then you have to get him back in form. And
It just takes forever.
Yeah, by this point, what form is he really going to bring to the team?
if we had Lille Sanchez,
Ooh,
Lil
different
Sanchez
story.
would have been nice, but we didn't get that.
Yeah.
That was about 3 or 4 years ago.
yep.
So you guys need a gritty box to box midfielder, and you don't have that.
We need a player like João Neves or someone like like they got over there. They got two of them. They got Morita and Hojmelind. Obviously, their midfield dominate our midfield.
Yeah.
So
Kanda doing well. He had an early chance too. Trubin had a great game.
Trubin had a great
Some
game.
fucking fantastic
Trubin had a
saves.
great game.
Some big saves. There was a
Yeah.
big save in the second half, and he was just yelling like, "Come on, fucking do something out there! I'm making these big saves."
Yeah, I think that was one of the breakaways, and he was like, "Why is no one watching this other guy?" I think it was Gyökeres and Harder coming down the wing. And there were two guys on Gyökeres, and then Gyökeres kind of just the only choice he had was to shoot. But he's like, "Man, this other guy was fucking so open."
Yeah.
But yeah, Sporting's defense, Saint Just, Diamande, Quaresma, they fucking locked it down, man.
Yeah, Diamande made a good tackle on Di Maria.
Yep.
Quaresma, lots of good tackles.
Yeah. It's one of those things too where it's like, is this just, just good coaches in Portugal and they just have shit teams and they're just doing what they can with their shit teams and then they get a good team and they're like, wow, these guys listen to me. I got some good ideas.
well,
Ideas. It's all about ideas. Ruben Amorim talks about having ideas.
I have an idea. I have a concept of a plan. Rudy Borges, he didn't change the system. He just came in. He's like, he put those guys out there. He said, do what you always did.
Yeah.
Do what got you here.
Yeah.
And not for one game, yeah. And then maybe if he wants to change the idea slightly, he can. But what are you going to change on a championship team? You can't forget this is a championship team.
They are.
They've won. You know, you got to just instill that belief in those guys again and just be like, hey, you guys are the fucking champions. Yeah. Now, on the other side, because I like talking about Benfica a lot. Bruno Lage is in a situation here now where he's got to get their confidence back. And it's these places that Bruno Lage has in the past faltered. Little pressure, you know.
Gotta play Braga next week.
People coming for his head. That Braga game is going to be a big one.
Braga always feels good against Benfica, even though Braga's been pretty shit lately.
You guys should have Braga, but
we should have a weak ass Braga. Like, come on.
Yeah.
Well, Bruno Lage is sitting at, what is this? 11 games, 10 wins, 1 draw, 1 loss. He's flying.
I mean, yeah.
Doing pretty well.
He's flying, but in the Portuguese league, it's these big games. It's the games against the rivals, and we beat Porto decisively. Now to lose Sporting in Alvalade, a draw would have been really fucking good.
Mm-hmm. It's almost like if you're a coach and you're on a big team, the small games, it's like, you know, that counts as 1 point. When you win against the big teams, that's like 6. But when you lose against a big team, that's like
but then when you lose against the small teams, then you're like, man, who is this guy? He's fucking useless.
When you lose against the small teams, then they call for your head. Then they have the 9. Then they have the white flags.
Yeah. Well, I was talking to going back and forth with Sergio today on Twitter, and we'll get to the whole situation later. But he's saying, man, should Paulo Fonseca be on the call list of like if Bruno Lage starts fucking up?
Oh no! Why are people reacting like this?
I think it's a little too early. But
how do you feel about that?
Not that he's gonna take over anytime soon, but it's like
no. But let's get Justin's thought on this one.
I'm not a huge Lage guy just because I've seen him fail before and miserably. But
do you think Fonseca would be a better option? Should Lage shit the bed in the next couple weeks?
I fuck with Fonseca. I just don't know where he succeeded really.
He won in Shakhtar. And then the war broke out, so he had to leave. And then he went to Roma, and then Lille, and then Milan.
He won the league with Lille, right?
But Milan, he wasn't doing too much.
Don't ask questions.
Yeah,
do not stop that. No,
I shouldn't ask questions.
We got to fact check that one.
It was a French guy.
But with Milan, he wasn't doing very well. He was doing well in Champions League, but not in the league.
No, he did not win the league with Lille.
So Justin's right. He hasn't done that much.
No.
He's another one of these idea men. You know?
Yeah. Anything else on the Lisbon Derby?
I think it's funny that there's this little trend now in like Portuguese league. It's almost like hockey where it's like, this guy's like bad for like a little stretch. Just get rid of him, put in a new guy.
He's garbage.
Don't even let him finish the season. So
ban him
as soon as the results start dropping off. But it's like we said, when the results start dropping off, that's the real test of a manager. How do you stop the losses? Stop the bleeding.
Yeah. What if we just kept changing coaches?
Yeah, stopping of bleeding. You lose, you're out.
Hey, we're still paying Roger Schmidt. Like, just bring him back.
Well, it's January. Are you guys gonna? Is there a striker?
What's crazy is I haven't heard anything. That's the crazy thing. I haven't even heard anything.
You're in touch with all the rumors.
Yeah,
you haven't heard anything.
Guys,
you're our man on the inside.
That's right. No, just on Twitter and like articles. I'm like, where are the?
It's not a good sign when you're not even getting rumors.
Yeah.
They're just like, no, we got Cabral and Pavlidis. Doesn't that work?
Have you heard anything, Patrick?
No. I guess the rumors will ramp up once we're in January.
Bring back Henrique Araujo. They need something. They need a striker that can start the game and at least give you like 75 minutes.
Yeah.
Well, you guys lost your chance at Fran Navarro. He is off.
Off the table.
He is a Braga man now.
Big loss.
Yeah. Braga. They also big loss to Casapia. 2-1. Yeah, they're falling apart. I don't know. I think it's just like top to bottom. I think they just need some new shit going on there. Carvajal's not great. Mateo's in goals just every week, just floundering goals.
Oh, that guy's so finished. It's crazy.
Ooh.
That was a bad one he let in this game.
Even their backline, the Niakate's not fucking good anymore.
They need an overhaul.
Yep.
I think what last year's what it looks like that move was like get all those vets in and try and make a push for like third, and then they didn't get it. and now they're like kind of just stuck with like almost 40-year-old João Moutinho.
Yeah.
And who else?
think
What's
he's-
that guy's name? Ronnie Lopes. Is he still on the team?
That's a great question.
I haven't seen him.
Is
I don't
Ron-
think he's there.
I feel like I haven't seen him either. I feel like that was a loan. But yeah, they're
It's crazy how guys just disappear.
Yeah.
Where'd he go?
probably Greece. Guimarães with new manager Daniel Souza. They can only tie Ferenc 2-2. They thought they stole a win when Samu scored in the 90th. However, Ferenc would score through Angelo Neto in the 98th. Big point there.
Yep.
Yeah, in the last.
We were talking last week how sometimes a tie feels like a loss, but for these guys, a tie felt like a huge, huge win.
Huge win.
They'll take that point for sure. Yeah.
Oh yeah, against Guimarães for sure.
And they did not get a manager bounce back. Because I guess they were happy with their guy and then they got robbed. It was kind of the same as Sporting.
Yeah.
It's like your manager
doing
has
well.
to be shit for the bounce back to work.
You got to give Megamind time. Like, he needs some time to get. Braga didn't give him time. They should have just stuck with him.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Think
for
about
sure.
that. They flipped managers right at the beginning of the year. It wasn't the manager's fault. I mean, it was indicative of more serious issues.
Yep.
I mean, the new guy comes in. It's not doing much better with him.
It's like when you have a really shitty car and you're like, I'll just get a new paint job. It's like the problems are internal.
That's a great one.
You can't just polish it up and think it's going to drive better. It's not.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want it to look red like my old car. So they bring back the old manager.
Yeah.
No, it's not gonna work. So let's see what Megamind does. He's got a big noggin.
Yep.
He's an idea man for sure.
He looks like he's been thinking. Yeah.
Now, he did the Mino switch. He said, fuck you, Braga. I'm going to your rivals.
Yep.
Obviously, Braga didn't want anything to do with him because they fired him first day of the year. I kind of want to see him bring Guimarães over the hump and do better than Braga now.
That'd
Yeah.
be cool. Revenge.
Okay, that is a great storyline we got to follow
Spite.
for the rest of the year.
Ooh.
And I think they're in prime position too. If we think that Guimarães is on the come up and Braga is kind of on the drop, Braga does have some better like star power. I mean, they do have Ricardo Horta. Let's see if he's still got the juice.
They got the bankroll now too, right? So who knows who they can pick up? Things could still happen.
They
Yeah,
got
Braga.
Fran Navarro.
Braga does stuff in January. They've already started. They got Fran Navarro.
It's not even January they started. I didn't even know transfer market was open. They're signing Fran Navarro. So that was pretty crazy. But yeah, that'll be interesting to follow. And then the other big derby. I think for Christmas, they're just like, everyone, just stay home. Benfica's going to play Sporting. Porto's going to play Boavista.
Don't travel too far.
Yeah. Porto decimate their city rivals Boavista 4-0. Samu with another 2 goals for the big man. But his wonder boy Rodrigo Mora, that once again steals the headlines with spectacular goal weaving through the defense. This kid's on fire.
Yeah.
That was a sick goal.
And he did bring the ball all the way up the field from half too.
Yeah.
It was yeah.
He did bring the boom.
He brought
Would you
the
say he
boom.
brought the boom?
He brought the boom. He brought the dynamite.
How many booms would you give that goal?
Ooh,
I don't think Chris knows about those people.
I don't know about it.
Well,
but-
let's see what he says.
Well, getting the ball, that's a boom. Bringing it all the way up the field, that's another boom. He deked out like 2 guys. I'd say I'll give that a 4 booms.
4 booms. Boom, 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 boom.
Damn.
And the goal was worth 2 booms on it. So,
Oh, they
6
don't go up
booms.
to 6.
no,
It's a 5 boom system.
5 boom
5
system.
boom
That's a 4 boom goal for sure.
Yeah, we'll have to show you those guys later. They're annoying. Anyways.
But yeah, he was gliding, man. I like to see players when they just fucking move the ball like that.
They really found something here.
Yeah.
They're on cruise control. They're up in the north, away from everyone else, playing their games,
Yep.
killing teams.
They have the most. I'm not gonna say the best striker in the league. They have the most on form striker for sure.
Yeah.
You'd
They're
say he's
feeding
in
him
better
too,
form.
though.
Yeah, they're feeding him. They're feeding the beast. He's beasting and feasting.
Doing his classic celebration, jump in the air, fist bump.
Getting the vibes,
And
happy.
I was gonna say what Justin doesn't like most about all this, the vibes.
The vibes.
All
No,
the smiles on their faces.
Oh,
4-0, beating your rival 4-0, making it look that easy when you were supposed to be 3 weeks ago. Not even 3 weeks ago, almost a month ago. Crying. I was sending my friend Jason memes. I was sending him, look at you guys are in shambles. He's like, don't worry, it's fine. And he was fucking right.
yeah.
That's what pisses me off the fucking most.
He said, Justin, it's too early.
Well, it's your fault. You're trying to gloat, and it's too early to gloat.
They are never in a bad position though. I never get a chance to fucking gloat. I saw when I took it.
Yep.
I thought with Vitor Bruno we were definitely cooked this season. I was like, nothing is gonna happen. And then after it was the Lisbon Derby, I was like, if these two dummies tie each other, we end up in first place. Didn't happen, but now we're tied for first place.
Yeah.
And table's looking beautiful.
And a couple weeks ago, everyone was hating on the shorts man, Vitor Bruno.
Yep.
Now everyone's a little quiet about him, but it's Mora that's saving his ass right now.
Yeah, funny how a couple of results just change everything. And Mora's got I hate to bring it back to Benfica. He's got João Felix vibes. Okay,
He does with the hair,
saving
and the young kid.
saving an idiot coach's ass.
Yeah. But it's him. I feel like I'm kind of done with Galeno. Until you can do something, I feel like you got to come off the bench.
He's going to wake up. He'll wake up.
Martin Fernandez, another kid that's been fantastic. I think he provided at least one assist this game.
Eustachio's a mainstay now.
He's a mainstay.
He's in the midfield.
Him and Nico are running the show. I think Varela's gone.
I liked Varela.
I liked him too. And then,
Maybe they're gonna try and make some money off Varela in January.
Maybe.
People were looking at him, right?
they're always looking at him.
What about Galeno? I thought everyone was looking at Galeno before.
He's been quiet the last couple of weeks. I can't imagine anyone throwing money down for him.
You said people were looking at Nico.
People want Nico. Nico's the big one.
Oh, Nico's the guy they want.
Well, he's a Barcelona Academy kid.
I don't see how no one's looking at Mora.
Well, he's too young.
He's too young.
Yeah.
Well,
He's had 2 good games. No one's going to go and throw down like fucking... He's 17.
If it was Benfica, they would already be taking calls.
Yeah.
100 mil, 120.
Let's set a meeting.
Yeah, Galeno. They should have took the money and ran in August.
Yeah.
Whoever wanted him, get him.
Is Mora the youngest Ron Wonder that we've ever given out?
Did we give it to Kenda?
I think we gave it to Kendall already at some point.
We gave it to a Ken doll?
We gave it to Kendall.
Rogers won it.
Yeah, Roger definitely too. But even still, it's like, Ben, Victor Bruno, he's got Franco on the field. Jaime's getting playing time, bringing in Vasco Souza. Gonzalo Borges getting time.
Oh.
The kids are coming up.
The Masso's still there.
Yeah,
You like
Namasto's
Namasto?
still there. He's been getting a lot more playing time too.
Justin doesn't like any of this.
No,
He's frustrated.
It's looking good there.
Yeah, man. So that was nice.
the last time they won the title too was a couple of kids in the midfield.
Yeah.
Vitinha and Fabio Vieira.
Fabio Vieira's there. Where is he? He wasn't there today.
Not there today. I don't know what's up with him. But yeah, we need some more of him.
I like that, Eustachio, new manager comes in. They still love Eustachio. You know why? He comes in early. He works hard.
He grinds.
Yes. He's a safe play in the midfield. He's smart. I like that.
He's a
That Canadian guy.
he's a
Good Canadian boy, as Don Cherry would say.
He's a beacon that all players can look to.
That's right.
And then today, Santa Clara beat Famalicão. 2-1 win in Fama. They get back on track after 3 straight losses, and they're still sitting pretty in 4th place.
Damn.
Because Braga and Guimarães keep dropping points. Shout out to Gabriel Silva and Lima.
Beautiful to see them still in that 4th spot.
Right. I thought they'd fall out, but it's just like the other guys keep shit in the bed.
Yeah, good for them, man. That's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Fama's not an easy place to go to, too. They got that great announcer that we love.
Fama. We didn't hear much of him.
No, just one goal he called.
And you'll have to give it up. I think everyone will have to give it up for me again, just for saying at the beginning of the season, it will be this year a 3-horse race.
Yeah, you can say that every week.
I just gotta point it out. This is the most 3-horse it's ever been. 2 points
No, that's
separate
not
1,
true.
2, and 3.
I was actually going to bring it up. You beat me to it.
Thank you.
Justin did say it was a 3-horse race.
I was going to bring that up later, but
Other than that, there's been a lot of ties. Aruca 1-1 Gil Vicente. Aves 1-1 against Estrela. Estoril 2-2 Moreirense. Didn't really look into too many of those.
I would like to talk to someone who watched the AVS Estrella game.
What
Because
happened?
who would watch that?
You'd say, what do you want to ask? What's wrong
Oh,
with
yeah.
you?
What's wrong? What were you doing that day? You got nothing going on.
What is your life?
But yeah, an exciting week in Portugal. Post-Christmas there. And then also Portuguese League. There's a lot going on in the other stuff to go.
I think just storyline wise, I think we're all pushing for Santa Clara 4th, even above Guimarães, even
Yeah,
more than
yeah.
I want
Oh,
Guimarães
yeah.
to finish above Braga, but Santa Clara 4th, that'd be really nice.
Well, of course.
Cool.
Yeah.
Push on, and then they go into Europa League or whatever.
Yeah. So table ends, and it's Porto and Sporting tied for first. Sporting technically in the lead with 3 goals on the goal differential. And then Benfica 2 points off of first place.
Ah, we're right there.
Yeah, not too far away.
Yeah. Let's
Braga
see-
coming up.
Let's
Is
see the
this-
bottom.
Bottom. Arouca, Boavista, Forrest.
Oh, third last Forrest now.
Boavista. Wow, they started strong this year.
Boavista's had money problems for ages. Nothing good is coming.
It'd be sad to see Boavista down in the second division, but I don't think they'd stay very long, which
How?
is nice. They'll drop, but
But it's like, how does someone not come invest in them? They're a big team that has a big stadium in a big city in Portugal that is a thriving soccer contingency already. Like, that's an easy one. It's like PSG. Like, PSG is like, this is Paris's team. Just throw money at this team and it will fucking grow.
Well, we said earlier, you can become a part owner. Evan, you can buy a piece.
Boavista?
yeah. Portugal.
I don't got Boavista money.
Portugal doesn't have the same kind of investment capabilities as like France and Italy. We're just kind of, even tourism wise, you just look at it just economically.
Yeah, but it's
we
like
don't got it.
Boavista should start a Patreon.
Exactly.
I'll give him
but
$1.
No, but it's like, it's not going to be instantaneous, but like in 20 years, if you put enough money into Boavista, you can start turning that city. It's never going to be, I mean, it's always going to be more largely Porto, but like, look at the Manchesters, you know?
I don't know. The thing
City was shit for a long time.
They got to create like a soccer stock market. Because, you know, I don't want to put my money in stocks, but we watch so much soccer. If we could put money into soccer
Ooh.
teams, soccer players, coaches, and trade that stuff, that'd be cool, no?
I think that's happened with players and it was all a big scam.
Sounds like a scam. Sounds like it'd be a lot of fun for us, though. It would just be cashing out all the time.
no, then you're messing. The stock market is what ruined modern society today. Then you got all the teams not caring if they win or lose, just growing shareholder value. And it's like, well, fuck that. You know?
Yeah.
But isn't winning what guarantees shareholder value? You know what? These are philosophical questions that are too big for me. But I will say the problem is, I think, is that there's not enough fans for Boavista because you invest in the team. First of all, any soccer club is not making money. Like, I don't even think Benfica makes money. Like, you know what I mean? They're in debt. So to invest in the team and like make them big, you're still losing money. So.
How is Benfica in debt? That's impossible.
Wow.
There's no way they're in debt.
Everyone gets a piece.
Yeah.
We got to pay for the volleyball team, man.
Yeah, that's true. It's a bit. It's more than just the soccer team, Chris. They got other sports teams.
They're business, man.
Exactly. All right, we good with Portugal?
Yep.
All right. Thanks once again for listening to the pod. Reminder, follow us on Instagram and Twitter. Subscribe wherever you get your podcast. Check us out on YouTube. Take some time to leave a rating and review wherever you listen. Got some nice messages in past couple weeks, so thank you to whoever reached out.
Thanks for reaching out.
Yeah, it was nice to see those. And then we do our Patreon, extra bit of content there. And if you like us doing this show every week, it's a nice little way to say thank you for that. So if you want to do that, sign up for Patreon and get some extra laughs that way too. Okay. The Premier League, England. It's a lot going on.
Let's talk
A lot
about
more
it.
Portugueseness going
Yep.
on here.
Yeah, the games coming and the games come fast and heavy right now. So.
Yep. Boxing Day. Boxing Day was huge. Wolves, Manchester United. This was crazy. The Wolves won. They beat Amorim.
It seems like they always kind of do well against Manchester United, don't you think? Just in my head, historically, it seems like they have a good record.
Yeah. I don't know why. Is it the Portuguese-ness of both clubs, kind of?
Yeah, the Portugueseness of Wolves wants to beat the Wolves. The Portuguese guys who go to Manchester United are like the superstars.
Yeah.
And then it's like the mid-tier guys at Wolves, and the mid-tier guys are like, we can take these motherfuckers.
Yeah.
I remember João Moutinho scoring like a crazy goal to tie them like last year, 2 years ago, whenever. Well,
Yes.
definitely 2 years ago at least.
Way outside the box.
Yeah.
I remember that.
But yeah, Bruno gets a red card that game, so he kind of screws over his own team.
What's up with this guy?
I don't know.
What
he's
is
angry.
going on?
Cunha scores an Olympico. Clearly, Manchester United have no idea how to defend those.
Well, like I said, they don't practice defending the Olympicos in practice.
It's hard to defend when the guy puts it right in the net.
Yeah. And then Huang gets on the board. I think it's his first shot on target and first goal of the season. Big day for him.
Yeah,
That was all Cunha too. Just gave it to him.
Yeah, Cunha is fucking phenomenal, man.
He is the heart and soul of that forward.
I don't even know if he'll stay in January.
Yeah, that's scary. That is scary.
I would not be surprised if he got sold.
Yeah. Arsenal were looking at him, no?
I think they were, yeah.
That would be.
But then it's like, yeah, sure. I mean, it depends what the price is, right? Because you can go and fill your squad up with other players that you need in other places, but no one's going to make that impact. I mean, you're cutting the legs out from under you because they were almost at the verge of relegation, right?
But then again, it's also like, the vibes are so good right now. It's like, do you want to leave? Like, obviously, if someone comes around and says, hey, we'll pay you 4 times your salary, you're probably going to take it. But
No,
like,
and then you're Mateus Cunha, and now all of a sudden you're playing Champions League. Come on, that's a no-brainer, right?
yeah. But the vibes are up. Great game. Nelson Semedo, captain, fantastic, man. Yeah, I've watched both these Wolves games, and yeah, just great to see him doing so well.
He's stepping up.
Yeah, he almost got an assist. The play was a little bit offside that day. He got the ball to that Danish striker there, Strand Larsen.
Everyone's going Nordic.
Strand Larsen, that's the man of the hour.
He's pretty good, yeah.
And then Vitor Pereira continues that undefeated streak with a draw against Spurs. Huang opens up the scoring with a nice set piece. Spurs go up 2-1. Strand Larsen ties it in the 87th. And also, Jose Sa saves a penalty.
Wow.
There's a video clip of Huang Hee-chan pointing to the direction that he thinks Son is going to go. And it's the one he went. And then Sa saves it. I don't know if he saw it, but...
The South Korean derby.
Yes, that's right.
Do you think he watches him enough that he knows like his body language and where he was going to go?
Possibly. Or just intuition.
Yeah. That's crazy to watch someone that closely.
Maybe when they were playing together, Son is like, I always go left side.
If I need a goal, I go left.
Yeah.
Yeah, big save for Jose Sa. And Wolves managed to save a point there,
Hey, he's got those guys going.
which we didn't think they could fight for points like that.
I was so done with this team mentally. I was
What are you
like,
talking about? We were predicting their runs a week or two ago.
we predicted a little early.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They just weren't even playing the Portuguese guys, and I was like, I don't even care about this team anymore. They've had their moment, and
But we
now it's
also-
past, and now it's back.
We looked at this run and we said, oh, they're going to play United. They got to play Spurs. They got to play this. They're going to fucking lose every single game. And yet, they've turned it around. New coach.
Yeah. And let's flip that. This is a perfect time to go into talking about Manchester United, because we said their run was particularly hard, but and they have to beat the teams that they had there, which were like, it was like Bournemouth and Wolves, I believe.
Yeah.
And I was like, those ones you have to have, because the rest of these games look very difficult to win. And it was like Newcastle, which they just lost to today, and then they couldn't get the Wolves wins. They couldn't get the really tough wins. They're on they've lost 3 matches at home in a row, which they haven't done for a very long time. And Ruben's kind of in deep right now.
Yeah, he's in a shithole. Do you think if he keeps losing, keeps dropping down, and eventually he's in a relegation battle, do you think they fire him?
If he gets to relegation, I think they have to. But it's one of those things I was thinking about today, too, where it's like we know Ruben, how he works, and how much potential is there, that it's like it's a full project. Like bringing him in and in the first third of the season and expecting him to go from November to turn things around, like it's not going to happen.
Yeah, but he can't keep losing.
I think we got to see what happens in January.
I think, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
They definitely have to do some things.
They're really limping into January, and then January's where he's going to have to say, like, okay, I want this person gone, this person. But at the same time, I don't know what gives you more standing with the board. Losing a bunch of games and being like, guys, I can't win like this. You got to give me different players. Or does it look better? They have more trust in you when you're like winning those games.
I think they know where he comes from. I think they know what he could do. That's why they paid for him. That's why he's there. So maybe losing helps the situation.
I think he's going to be like, fuck it. Get me Gyökeres, Trincao, Diamande, Inacio, Morita, Hujuman, and everyone.
And then we're going to find out.
Give Sporting a blank check and give us those players.
You know, he's like, fuck it. Onana sucks. Get me Israel.
But then then we get to find out if what everyone says. How would the first place in the Portuguese league do in the Premier League? He flips them with Sporting. Let's see how they do.
Sure.
Yeah.
That'd be good.
But yeah, it's just like, man, the amount of work that has to be done, and for him to like actually take control of that team, it's gonna take time, and it's just like people are already losing their shit because obviously the results aren't coming, but like there's so much to fix there.
Yeah,
I
and
don't know.
now they have a really bad mice problem. Apparently, they've dropped star rating on the food and everything.
Oh.
They're
What's all
over.
this about the mice?
They're overwhelmed.
They have mice?
They're overrun with rats.
Oh,
And they have a bad water system, and it's kind of like this house in a way. This house is kind of like the old Trafford of
dilapidated.
of houses.
We're getting mold here.
No good hot tubs.
Yeah, the hot tub sucks here.
Fuck, man. So yeah, they lose.
They need a new Trafford. is what
New
people are
Trafford.
saying.
Yeah. So yeah, they lose to Newcastle 2-0 today. And yeah, things are going great.
Yep, they let in 2 goals early before 20 minutes. I think Amorim made 2 subs to like basically overhauled their midfield in like the 30th minute.
He switched out Xerxes in the 30th minute.
Yeah.
People are saying that he's cooked. That guy's done. Sending his ass out.
Gone. Ooh. It could be a very nice transfer window.
It's always exciting. Transfer season's always exciting.
Yeah, especially when you got rich, desperate teams. That's what you want to see. 'Cause that's when crazy shit happens. Another rich, desperate team. Misery for Spurs. Prior to that game against Wolves, they lost to Forrest 1-0 on Boxing Day. And Nuno follows it up with a 2-0 win at Everton, bringing him to second place.
That's so sick.
This is insane.
They have played more games than everyone else, so it is a little temporary second, but
Chelsea did lose today to Ipswich.
yeah.
So
Chelsea's kind of tapered off, but they were smoking teams for a while, and they kind of tapered off. Forrest is the hot team right now. It's exciting.
yeah,
Can they keep it up?
Yeah.
who do they got on this team other than Jota Silva? I don't know. Some guy named Wood. They got Wood.
And Wood's hard.
It's hard as hell. Jerome Felix, I think he scored an offside goal today. Well, it didn't count, but he he tied the game and then offside.
Yeah, and I'm gonna give props to like Nuno Espirito Santos for like waiting it out, find another Premier League job, succeeding at that Premier League job. He could have went to Brazil. He could have went to Arabia. He could have went to a
he
lot
won
of
the league with
places.
Etihad, and then he left Etihad.
Oh yes, he did go to Etihad. Yes.
Dude.
Came back.
But I was like, after as bad as like he went downhill with Wolves, then he went to Spurs. I was like,
Spurs was a bad move.
terrible move. And then he went to Saudi, and I was like, there's no way this guy is ever getting hired by a fucking Premier League team. And then Nottingham Forest comes along, you're like, what the hell is Nuno going to do with Nottingham Forest? And he's in second fucking place. This is crazy.
Major props to him.
Yeah.
And actually, when we were just talking about the Wolves moment, when they were the most cooking, when they were cooking with fire, cooking with gasoline and fire together, was when they had Nuno Espirito Santos. That was like Portuguese manager, Portuguese players. We love that.
Well, he was also running that just like second division promotion. Then when you got that promotion high for like a good year and a half at least, and then he got them into Europa. Then things started going a little shaky, and then Lodge came in, and then
It's always sad to see them like chase the paycheck,
yeah,
Like it's like what could have been.
well, it's the same with Vitor Pereira right now.
Same with a lot of coaches, a lot of systems.
I hope. Good luck to them. And how's our boy Marco doing?
Marco Silva, pretty good. I think he lost this weekend. Dude, he's still up there. He's competing. He's doing more with Fulham than you would ever expect.
Yeah,
Like, Fulham, I'm pretty sure, was in the second division.
they just came up recently. Yeah.
I don't know, 6-7 years ago. Liverpool bop Leicester, and West Ham totaled 8 goals between the two games. Salah running riot, 2 goals, 2 assists, and then Jota also comes on late with the 5th goal in that West Ham game. And he's got bad ribs.
He's got bad ribs. They're weak. I don't know what he's doing. He's hunched over maybe too much playing all his video games.
On his beanbag chair.
Yeah.
That's the problem. But yeah, Liverpool had been on fucking fire, and Salah with 30 goal contributions there, 17 goals, 13 assists. Insane.
That's what happens when you go to Turkey and get some new hair.
Confidence, baby. So yeah, they're just chilling in first place. Things are looking good.
I mean, this is the time it is now. You got to stay focused. You got to stay strong.
It's no longer the COVID year, so that excuse is gone. They're gonna outright win.
I hope so. Knock on wood here.
Just decimate this league, unless Nuno comes for them.
Yeah, I never took the COVID year as some kind of asterisk. I mean, you had to play the games, you had to win the games.
It's true.
Yeah. I didn't either, but it was just that weird thing of like the first time in a while that they actually won it.
And it happened to be the COVID one.
Yeah. City. Bernardo scores for City as they draw Everton 1-1. Haaland misses a penalty that day. However, Pep finally turns things around when he wins at Leicester 2-0. Haaland with a header and Savinho with a goal. And honestly, Leicester looked like the better team that day overall.
I was looking at the highlights, or we all were, and they looked stronger. Yeah. Bernardo Silva got a nice goal in the not a nice goal, it was a scrappy goal in the City Everton game, and then he got a chance that he tried to Travella and he missed the net by quite a bit, but it was a really good chance. He should have scored that. It would have been pretty sick, but they can't gain points on would have, so they lose.
I think Savio's their new guy. He's good.
Yeah, where did he come from?
They're good. I don't even know. It came in from nowhere.
Remember Doku? What happened to that guy?
Disappeared.
Where's Doku? And even on the, I think his right back, João Cancelo's old spot.
Yeah.
There's some young kid there who like set up he made a great run and he passed the ball off to De Bruyne, and I think De Bruyne,
British kid,
yeah. But yeah, they just got kids coming in now. Pep's like, fuck these guys, they'll suck.
We gotta do a João Cancelo check-in, I guess.
Al Hilal.
Oh my god, him and JJ still at Al Hilal.
Yeah.
Ruben Neves and apparently Neymar.
Yeah.
Still hanging around.
Oh man, George Jesus had that great line in was it the Globe Soccer Awards? How do you put that?
I know speak.
Good night, everybody.
Good
I'm
English.
sorry.
I don't speak English.
I prefer Portuguese. It's funny how you say it's the same word, Portuguese and Portuguese, but he's not gonna say Portuguese. He says Portuguese. I always found that interesting.
Yeah, that was fucking great. Goddamn. Anything else in England?
Love that guy.
Tide's turning. Managers. There's so many Portuguese managers to talk about.
Yeah, Pep. I want to talk about Ruben Diaz. He made a post. It said, "We do not hide," because I guess another bad result. And it's just like him walking around with his cool. What do you call it? What is he like? Streetwear? What do they call those people?
Yeah. Well, he definitely doesn't hide. He takes all these nice pictures of these outfits.
No, he's not hiding.
He posts them.
He's not scared to take pictures. He doesn't want the results to mess with his release schedule of his posts.
And that's what he's talking about. Yeah, about hiding. Yeah.
He's like, I'm not posting. I'm gonna post through this.
He's scouting more places to shoot, I think.
Always.
And they got Simpson Pussy still on the bench.
Who?
On Man City.
Simpson Pussy.
Who?
Simpson Pussy. He's on the bench.
Is that a person?
Yeah, I like Simpson stuff. Marge getting railed.
I'm lost, bro.
Help us, Patrick. What are you talking about?
He's a player, man.
Simpson
Fucking
Pussy?
Look at the bench. Yeah.
That's
I
his
never
name?
look at their bench. I don't know how their bench forms. They get a good player. He comes up. I don't pay attention to any of it.
Well, that's a name that'll stick out to you.
There's a guy named Simpson.
What the hell?
You've never seen this guy before?
Simpson Pussy.
Fuck! That's real? Oh my god, that's insane.
That's actual, yeah.
That guy should dehyphenate for sure. Oh my god.
Yeah, get rid of Simpson.
Yeah. All right, moving on to Italy. Some huge news. Paulo Fonseca out after a 1-1 draw with Roma. Sergio Conceicao was in there before the night was done.
That's wild.
This is fantastic.
Do you think there's anything evil happening here, Justin? Does this feel evil to you?
Well, AC Milan has always struck me as sort of a noble team.
Noble?
To me, just
they're
like
devils.
their vibes growing up, and maybe
Diavolo.
but I think that might be like my trained eye, because to me, red is good team. You know what I mean? And Inter was always like the bad team. They were blue. So kind of those dividing lines. I'm very colorist, you know.
Yeah.
Those divides travel across countries. Sergio Conceicao, have you heard the man speak Italian? He spent a lot of time in Italy. He played for Lazio. He played for Inter.
True.
He speaks Italian very well.
You know what term he used that I really like? He said, we need fresh heads, what he said.
Fresca testa.
Fresca testa. I was like, I like that shit.
So, Paulo Fonseca didn't really work out. They had a quick trigger finger. Didn't let him finish the season, even though he got some good results.
Paulo Fonseca, boring. The most boring manager I've ever seen. What's exciting about that guy?
Yeah.
He wore cool hats for a very short period of time, and then they went away.
I wonder how Sergio will dress on the sidelines. Probably usually like how he always does. He might, Italy's a very fashion-forward country. He might spice it up. He might go to full suit in the beginning. I could see him doing that.
Don't see that very often.
He likes the crew cut sweater.
Okay, so now it's possible he plays against his son.
Yeah,
Yes.
people are saying
What if Chico scores a goal? Is he going to go hug his dad?
he can't.
That'd be funny.
Can't.
I think it'll be the case of how passionate these two men are and how they grew up in their household. Two guys giving the like up yours to each other. Actually, like he'll run right up to him and like
Fuck
and
you,
say
Dad.
Yeah.
Oh, he loves his dad. He left Porto because his dad got wronged by them.
But have you ever seen them play against each other though?
No.
They're both two men who want to win. What do you think, Evan?
I'm so excited. I think this team needs to get their ass kicked. And even Leão.
You're a Conceicao head.
Oh, I love it. Yeah. I'm just excited to see him at a new team. I don't even care. I don't even know who half this fucking AC Milan team are.
I can't even remember a team that he coached that he wasn't that wasn't Porto.
He was at Braga before. But yeah, just fucking. I'm excited to see AC Milan kind of step up. All I know is they got some guy named Reindeers that keeps scoring, and Christmas is over. But yeah, Pulisic and Leão, those guys up there. But yeah, and especially if they're already doing well in Champions League, do a nice run with them in there.
Yeah.
Let's see. Might be the man for the job.
Yeah.
Paulo Fonseca to me is like, I don't know, he's kind of like a Bruno Lage. Like, what has this guy really done?
Yeah.
He's just like a
You
meandering.
fucking hate Lodge.
He's mid.
I want Paulo Fonseca at Benfica. Let's see what he does there.
I think more highly of Lodge than Fonseca.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Very, very exciting to see Conceicao there.
I agree. I can't wait to see what happens.
Juve tie Fiorentina 2-2. Both goals coming from Kefren Turam. There's another Turam in the game.
You look good.
Yeah, looks really good.
Good genes.
Yeah. And then Fiorentina 2 goals. Moise Keane scored one. Good for him.
Did not celebrate.
You have to
No.
apologize.
I love that kid. I'm so happy he's finally doing well. He's found a place. And then also De Gea's there. And De Gea was looking great too.
Yeah.
Robbed the shit out of Vlahovic. But I don't know, Italy's getting interesting again.
Well, there's enough Portuguese guys on AC now. Now we got to watch.
Yep. Damn straight.
You know what Benfica should buy?
Who?
Beto from Everton. Do you think they would make him available
That would be a great buy.
for like
Yeah.
30 million euros?
No, cheaper than that.
Cheaper
Dude.
we can get him?
Beto, I don't even think he's fucking playing anymore.
I think the tough thing will be his salary because I think he makes way more
Oh,
money
he
in
makes a
England.
stupid amount of
so
money in England.
how you gonna get him, right?
What about a cheaper option, Danny Mota from Monza?
I like it. This would spice things up.
Yeah.
You guys got any other guys you're thinking of that could spice it up?
At Benfica.
Anywhere.
Any guy.
This is called Rumor Corner. Just make something up.
Boomer corner. Yeah, steal this Mora kid.
No,
that's
Someone should,
That's exactly what you need.
Someone should come in and buy this guy.
Yeah.
I got to start pushing this out there on the Portugal Corner Twitter page. Just put it out there like, why is no one in England talking about this kid? You can get him for so cheap. Come on, Arsenal. Come on, Chelsea. Don't you want like a millionth player, Chelsea? Come on, we really need that to happen, right?
Chelsea's finally are doing things that works now.
Yeah.
Well, at least they were in the last couple weeks.
Just take him. Kidnap him.
Yeah.
He's little.
Yeah.
Put him in a sack.
Nino
Speaking of kidnapping,
Nino Torre. Oh yeah, go ahead. That's too good.
Ruben Semedo back in the news. Once again picked up by the fuzz in Lisbon.
What the hell? What's he done now?
He like trapped his girlfriend and
Oh,
probably
jeez.
did some bad stuff.
I think it seemed like a domestic violence fight.
Yeah.
He wouldn't let her leave, and when you won't let someone leave, that's called
R. Kelly.
That's
Yeah.
called imprisonment or
Yeah.
something. And yeah, I think our friend Danny said it best. This guy's just a real piece of shit.
Oh, yeah.
How?
I guess so. Yeah.
There was a moment in time. It was like he got in trouble once, and it was like him and his friends and something. I was like, whatever. And then Porto got him. I was like, honestly, if he can just fucking be good, it could be a good defender. And there's even I think he got called up for the national team, and they just started getting to more shit. And it was like, okay, the end of this guy.
There's like, you always want to be like, try and be like, looking the best in people and be like, he deserves another chance. And then it's like, okay, you give him another chance. And then at some point you're like, does this guy have CTE or something? Like, he's not learning from any of these mistakes.
He
like,
probably does.
He's just kind of brain
It's all
damage.
going downhill.
He's got a bad crew, bad friends.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, sad stuff. Anyway, sorry, where were you going?
Oh, I was just going to say a little tweet I saw that was kind of funny that we can riff on is Nino Torres says, Nino comment in FIFA, sign me up. This is based off someone's Instagram live comment that they want him to comment in FIFA, and I think that'd be incredible. But only if he could do it live. Every time you tune in, he's also doing it live.
He's watching you play.
He's watching you play. Yeah.
You can't capture that magic in a bottle.
No.
That's the problem.
Yeah, yeah.
Because same thing, it's like we love Ray Hudson. It's like there's no way you can put him on a video game because then all the magic is just diluted.
But imagine
so
all
true.
the nicknames you would have for all these players.
Yeah.
On FIFA. The waffle.
Yeah.
It's like, who's that?
Yeah.
You would never get out of the booth. It'd be constant updates you have to download.
The new Nino update.
New DLC every day.
He'd be calling them, though. He'd be like, I just came up with something new. Let me put it in the game.
Put me on.
Put me on the game.
Yeah.
Get me back in the booth.
But Nino, I think he did both Darbys this week.
Yeah.
And shout out to him.
Shout out to Nina.
Yeah.
And how's his Game of Thrones rewatch doing? Is it over? Is his
still-
watch has his watch ended?
His watch never ends, brother. Still yelling Dracarys at every Porto goal. And I love it.
Oh no, the Braga one should be Dracarys, right? Because they got the flames coming up.
Yeah, they're not dragons.
Oh right, of course.
And how do the flames work in the Braga Stadium?
As soon as the ball goes in the net, the flame is almost immediate, so quick. I wonder if they have a guy on the button or what.
Yeah, there's a guy on a button. But do you
Yeah.
think that's his only job? He's the fire guy. He's probably doing other stuff.
It's probably the same guy with the mic. They probably
Yeah,
get
he's
him.
good.
No, you can't do both.
You don't think?
So they have to.
You need a
Just the button.
So there's a button guy. This is
need a-
expensive.
Pyrotechnic and safety guy for sure. Because they're in the middle of a forest. You can't let that fire go out of control.
True. Yeah, it is probably pyrotech and safety guy. You're right.
This is costing them more money.
Oh, that shit's very expensive.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. But even TFC games, they have all the fireworks and shit. Like that shit's expensive.
Yeah.
Every match.
But if they took it away, I'd be so sad. I mean, it's like, what do you want? Like another better defender to help you win games, or do you want the flames to go off? I fucking want the flames.
Yeah, I'll take the
You
flames.
lose something without it.
It just
No.
pops like confetti.
Also, I'm sure they could have both. It doesn't seem like it's one or the other.
Toronto FC. They're looking for a coach.
Still looking for a coach.
Paulo
Just
Fonseca is
say
available.
Paul
If
Fonseca.
anyone's listening, they're looking for a coach.
Yep.
I don't think Paulo Fonseca would do well with the sort of kick about. Isn't his style kind of like a flashy possession style? Just kicking it around. They need TFC needs a coach who's good at kicking it around, because that's what MLS is, right? It's like, okay, blast it. Yeah, boot it. Okay, boot it again. Now win that second header. Now win the ball. It's like, that's what you need to coach them on, not fucking playing any kind of fancy style.
An English coach, maybe?
Yeah.
English coach would work well.
But I mean, if you follow suit with how well Portuguese coaches do in Brazil and all over Europe, I think he should be able to do it.
And bring in a bunch of Portuguese players, but they don't want to.
They don't want to.
They're
they
cowards.
hate us.
They hate us.
Like,
They drink our wine. They come to our country to drink our wine and eat our cheese. This is my Don Cherry moment. And eat our cheese, and they won't hire our coaches.
get the
Yeah.
fuck out.
And we're the boppy, too.
That's right.
Bobby. Stonk of the week.
What was the one you said?
The guy in Fiorentina mashed that ball. It's kind of an in the box blast, not really a stonk from outside the box.
It was more of a masher.
but he definitely stonked it. Yeah.
Whoever that guy was. All right, he could take it. And then Joao Wonder, 167. Bum, bum, bum.
Is the man who scored for Sporting Portuguese?
No.
Jenny, no, he's
Mozambiquish.
Mozambican. But I mean, so is Eusebio, so like
Yeah, but
potato.
There was a different time back then. Yeah,
You wanted to give it to Jenny?
I did, yeah.
No, Jenny missed that fucking 4-on-2, and I can't forgive him.
Oh
for
yeah, that really sets you back.
It really grinds my gears, just the fact that you can't even, not even that I want, because honestly, at that point in the match, I wanted Benfica to score, leave it as a tie. 'Cause that works better for Porto. But just when you see that many attackers going, you're like, this is a goal for sure. And you just fuck that chance up, like, nah.
That almost pissed me off too. It's like, what the hell, man? You couldn't do that.
I've had that moment where like the team I'm cheering for is like has a break against them, and you're like, oh my god, this is gonna be crazy, and then you're like, oh, okay, well, just doesn't happen.
You stink.
Yeah.
You stink, buddy. I think here are my options, and we could put up to a vote with the fans.
Yeah.
Rodrigo Mora.
Were you like giving it to a guy that just got a job, just got hired?
Yeah, Vitor
Sergio
Pereira. Vitor Pereira, Nuno Espirito Santos, and obviously Sergio Conceicao.
Yeah.
Hey.
He just got the job. You might as well celebrate now.
No, we're not giving it to him.
I would also say it.
Do you celebrate when you get the job or a month in after the job? You celebrate when you get.
Yeah.
Eduardo Quaresma too. I'd put up there.
Oh, I like that one. I like him a lot.
He had a good 60 minutes. Like I feel like if he finished the game, which no fault to him, it looked like he got a little picked up a knock there. But yeah.
Okay.
Some of those tackles he did, you can celebrate like a goal. Those were pretty awesome.
Okay, so let's do a vote right now in the group.
Okay.
Eduardo Quaresma?
Oh, between us.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I'm gonna have to say Mora because
My initial instinct before coming and recording was Mora again, back to back Mora.
Well, that goal was really nice. Yeah.
Well, not even that. He made an assist.
Yeah. No, he had a great
They're
game.
dominating. He's hot.
I say Eduardo Quaresma.
wow, this is like fucking Twilight Zone with you guys.
They don't want to give it to a Porto player.
Well, we shouldn't be talking about this for so long.
Yeah.
Okay, let's put up to that vote, and it will be interesting to see with no Benfica relation what happens, because Benfica obviously has the most fans. They have the biggest presence on Twitter.
Justin's
I'd
going
like
to make
to
a
see-
bunch of fake Twitter accounts.
And what? Don't put in other. Don't put in other, because then
No,
Di Maria will win.
Mora, Eduardo, and Vitor Pereira.
Sure.
And Sergio for getting a job.
No, he just got a job. It's not a thing. Thanks once again for listening. Hit us up on socials at Portugal_Corner on X, at Portugal Corner on Insta. Join us on Patreon, Talking Portugal in the Corner. Listen to us on YouTube. Tell your friends. If you know someone that likes Portuguese soccer, tell them to listen to a podcast.
Yeah.
That's how podcasts grow. It's not by sharing on stuff on social.
Yeah, our New Year's resolution is to double the listenership from 5 to 10, and we're really hoping we can get there.
So yeah, thanks again. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year to everyone. I guess this will come out in a couple days.
Yeah. Happy New Year.
Yeah, thanks for all the support this year, and hoping for a good 2025.
Hoping to bring you good quality content for this next coming year.
Yeah. All right. Peace out.
There you go.